Today we're checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2.
6.4. We are en route to Starbase Montgomery for engineering consultation altered by minor readout anomalies.
Ooh, readout anomalies.
We will have Starbase Montgomery give us an independent reading.
Even if the molecular level controls it, we can still recrystallize the dilithium without outside help.
Dilithium crystals. If I had a band, it would be called the Dilithium Crystals.
I think we could all use a 12-hour layover. Besides, I've just received some personnel transfer directive.
Boarding or disembarking?
Captain Picard?
New crew member?
Will you join me in the observation lounge when you're done?
I feel like he's got something to tell him. Maybe he's rendezvousing with someone he knows.
Number one, I've just been recollecting the arrival of a new first officer on board the Enterprise and a manual docking confidently achieved.
Like when Riker came aboard, he means?
The captain of the starship Ares is retiring. Congratulations. You've been selected as his replacement.
Oh, I'm happy for him,
That's what
but
they're asking for you. Not for your military proficiency, but for your skill as an explorer and as a diplomat.
he'd be a good captain.
Well, you have 12 hours to think it over. And if it's not too premature, congratulations, Captain.
He deserves it, but he can't leave the Enterprise. He has to kind of decide, do I want to be a captain now or do I want to stay on my home on the Enterprise? Picard will miss him. Everyone will miss him, but Picard in particular.
Space.
Space.
The final frontier. Starbase Montgomery is sending a civilian advisor on board to brief you on the Ares mission.
Personal briefing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Captain.
Strategic attaché with specialized knowledge.
Is it a lovely lady?
Commander Riker to transporter room 3.
I think Picard's very happy for him. Enjoy. It's a lovely lady. Must know him.
Bad.
Oh. Oh.
I asked Captain Picard to keep it quiet. I didn't want to make you nervous.
It's been 15 years. Excitement is hardly the appropriate emotion.
He's not happy to see him.
First officer on the Enterprise. Quite a feather in your cap.
I've worked hard.
This is cold.
If you'll excuse me, I've got my duties to attend to. When you've settled in, we can complete our briefing. Have security arrange an escort for this gentleman.
Aye, sir.
Wow, what happened between them? Haven't seen each other in 15 years? Oof, personal drama.
Did you hear about Commander Riker's promotion?
Yes.
He didn't know his father was coming. He was completely surprised. Can you imagine
Whistles.
if it was your father?
I never knew my father.
I didn't have a father long enough. Everybody needs somebody.
Enough!
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a sore spot.
I must have said something wrong.
Maybe Worf's just not too thrilled with the prospect of losing Commander Riker to a new assignment. I know I'm not.
Neither am I. But with Worf, it was something else. Something's really bothering him.
Think so, huh?
Father issues. Right 10 forward.
Female?
No, family.
That is trouble. You choose your enemies, you choose your friends. But family, that's in the stars.
I wonder what happened between them. Pulaski knows him.
This is more than a surprise. It's total shock.
You mean you didn't bake me a cake?
Are they old friends?
How about a drink?
How about a kiss?
Oh. Huh.
We know each other.
No kidding?
No.
Well, I know her too. We don't do that.
Yeah, right? I couldn't imagine her doing that with anyone, really. Interesting. Very good friends. Or more.
Well, whatever is troubling him, I think we should try to help. He is our friend.
I, for one, want to keep him friendly.
Wesley's just, he's a good kid.
Empirical study. Monitor the subject. Discretion will be required.
Agreed. When do we start?
Just doing an experiment on him.
I'm surprised you stayed out of action as long as you did. Please join us. Your father and I are just catching up.
You never told me you knew him.
It just never really came up.
I'm ready for that briefing whenever you are.
I'm ready for the briefing too, because I need to know what's going on between them.
We could have been great together.
Interesting.
Is it true you got married?
Again and again.
That makes you 3 for 3, doesn't it?
She got married 3 times.
Well, they were all a little more in touch with themselves.
Ah, ouch.
Face facts, Kyle. You're crusty.
You're crusty.
But underneath it all, you're not so bad. Some of us even love you. And then there's Will.
And as Will.
He's a good man.
In all probability, he is simply lonely. We can relieve his anxiety through socialization.
Maybe he has his own pawn for.
You seem to have lost the will to communicate with others. You have friends here. We care about you. Why, just
That's
recently, Geordie Wesley and I were saying,
With all due respect, be gone!
Oh, he's so grumpy. More than usual. I feel it is a pawn for situation for Klingons.
May I have a moment, sir?
of course, what is it?
It is very difficult to say. Words are not always easy for me.
Wants to have a heart-to-heart.
You do not have good feelings for your father?
I'll say.
No, I'm
Complicated.
not sure what I'm feeling. What's on your mind?
He wants to talk about his dad, too.
Plan to leave the Enterprise.
I've been offered my own command.
Is he gonna miss him?
I would like to join you.
Huh, that's surprising.
There may be the potential for combat.
That is not the purpose of the mission.
Still, to die a true hero.
Worf, you've made your point.
Wants to go with him. Is he worried about him as a friend?
Finally, we're alone. Maybe now we can talk.
I'm here for the briefings.
All you need to know is here.
Come on, hash it out.
I've been hearing some good things about you.
Why haven't I heard from you?
It's a funny thing about being a parent. There aren't any tech manuals. You just gotta wing it from day to day.
Say you're sorry.
When your mother died.
Excuse me. I've got to study this mission briefing.
He doesn't want to hear it.
Will, I came to the Enterprise because I'm here with my hand out, son.
He is. He's making an effort. Is it too little, too late? Everyone seems worried about wherever he's going on this mission.
Generous dose of PCS, Lasky's chicken soup.
You haven't lost your touch, have you?
When they heard I.
Well, that's nice.
Kyle Riker.
I thought you two should meet. Deanna's job is to keep us from deluding ourselves.
Let me guess. Betazoid.
Because you're intelligent, wise, you're also very anxious about something.
About your son.
It's Will, isn't it? You're not as close to him as you'd like to be.
Oh, I don't know. We both have pretty good taste.
She's
in
right
women,
on.
Wouldn't you say?
He knows that they hooked up.
You don't seem to be the kind to give up so easily.
I didn't say I was giving up. It would just be nice to get a little something from him.
What is it you want?
This is her office. I don't think we've ever been in here.
Respect is earned, not bestowed.
Respect. I don't need that from him.
What do you want then?
You carry great pride in his accomplishment.
First officer of the Enterprise, just been offered his first command.
Yet you covet his success.
Please.
Oh, does he? Jealous?
I may have something of a reputation for excellence.
And false humility.
She sees right through everybody.
Honesty is the trait he admires most. And you should honestly consider why you're so competitive with your own son.
Wow.
But I've come here to help Will prepare.
Is that right?
Are you sure he'll accept such a dangerous assignment?
He'll accept it just because it is dangerous.
How can you be so sure?
Because I would. And we aren't so different, Will and I.
I think she might say, yes, you are.
I'd like to thank you for all the help you've been to my son.
My only regret is that your reunion marks Will's farewell.
But he's ready for this command.
Oh,
Definitely.
yes, I have no doubt.
May I have a word with my son?
How legendary is Picard in this universe, in the Federation? I get the sense he is very well respected.
I only want you to know I'm here if you need me.
I've been on my own since I was 15. I can take care of myself.
Please, spare me the pain of your childhood.
Doesn't want to hear it.
Hung in for 13 years. If that wasn't enough, it's just too bad.
Rough. So left when he was a teenager.
Shorty, I figured out Worf's problem.
What is the problem?
Maybe it is a bonfire.
It's the 10th anniversary of Worf's Age of Ascension.
Is what?
The Klingon Age of Ascension. It's a ritual of great significance.
Like when you become a man.
It's a day of celebration and ritual spent with one's fellow Klingons.
Oh,
Worf doesn't have any Klingon friends.
We're his friends.
that's true.
Worf is feeling culturally and socially isolated.
He's homesick.
Now, the cultural database said that the Klingon's family must attend.
So, where his family will go.
That's nice.
I wanted to apologize for my remark and 10 forward. Your personal life is none of my business, even if it involves my father.
He's such a gentleman.
Did he ever tell you why he never remarried?
What woman would have him with an ego like that?
I would have. In a cold minute.
The death of his mother, probably.
You know, if I were you, going out on the Ares, I'd jettison the emotional baggage you're still carrying around.
I think she's right. He has to let it go. Sometimes forgiveness is a gift to yourself.
20-piece orchestra, magnificent ballroom, everyone informal.
Now, there was some unusual test of inner strength involved.
That would entail the use of Klingon pain sticks.
Pain sticks.
Pain sticks.
He has to be hurt, and we have to witness this.
We are his family.
I'm interested to see these Klingon rituals.
I'd be a fool to turn that promotion down, but
I don't know.
Well,
If you're asking me what I think you should do,
not if it's not what you want.
as the first officer of the Enterprise, you have a position of distinction, glamour of a sort.
He is glamorous.
Your promotion will transfer you to a relatively insignificant ship in an obscure corner of the galaxy. But it will be your ship, soon be vibrant with your authority, your style.
I think he'd be great.
There really is no substitute for holding the reins.
I think he wants him to do it. It only really feels right that he should succeed Picard to be the captain of the Enterprise.
I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye.
I don't like goodbyes.
I don't like goodbyes either.
It's been a pleasure working with you, Commander. I'm supposed to know how everyone feels, but I can't read you right now.
I wonder why.
My job is to help others sort out their emotions. My own feelings are beside the point. Are you feeling sad?
She is. They have good chemistry.
Yes, I am.
So am I.
I want them to get together.
It's time for us to have a talk.
I'm asking you to leave, or I'll.
Or you'll what? You know, it's a shame there's no Anbo Jitsu ring nearby.
Wants to fight him.
We could clear the air once and for all.
You're on.
Like men. Are they really going to fight? It actually might work.
Then what is this I hear about an Anbo Jitsu match with Will?
I love it.
Don't think of it as a fight, okay? Think of it as more of a contest.
And suppose one of you is injured.
I know, she's right. She's right. He's going to kick
But Will
his
is in
dad's
his
butt.
prime.
And I'm no spring chick. He's never been able to beat me.
Is this the Klingon event?
Klingon Rite of Ascension Chamber.
Wow. Creepy.
Necessary. These images have been specifically programmed for ascension rites.
Cute bunch.
Cute.
I do not enjoy riddles, Counselor. I'm in no mood for trifling or games. Not today.
No move for trifling.
The anniversary of your Rite of Ascension.
You know about that? It is a secret known only to Klingons.
And certain resourceful young ensigns.
Wesley Crusher.
I think you will approve.
He's at the height of
You're not
annoyance.
coming in?
All right, let's do it. That's nice that they're there as his family. So what, are they gonna whack him with these pain sticks?
I am a warrior. I must show you my heart. I travel the river of blood.
The river of blood. I feel like Klingons are all about the pain in the battle, right? He's a warrior. Right here, too. Almost there, buddy. Aw, Pulaski. She is nice. She just wants to go to him.
Thank you.
Klingons are a complicated bunch. Love the pain.
He's never been happier.
Klingon culture is not in your taste.
Right?
I'm just glad humans have progressed beyond the need for barbaric display.
Commander Riker and his father are in the gymnasium,
That's a good point.
about to engage in a barbarism of their own.
It's something of which I do not approve.
They both don't like it.
Perhaps that's part of their charm, and why we find them so attractive.
Particularly men like Commander Riker.
Particularly.
Anbo Jitsu.
Oh my god.
Let's see if you've learned anything.
I don't know what's gonna happen here. Look at these get-ups. The music. Dun, dun, dun. Fellas, you don't have to hurt each other. End of fight. Bested. I see you have grown up, son.
You should have been the one to die, not her.
Oh, whoa.
Faroshko. Omogashimasu.
That was pretty harsh.
Listen, Will, you were too young to understand, and I was too hurt to explain.
See, now they're having it out.
And when she died, all that kept me going was you.
You had a strange way of showing it.
I came here thinking we could talk this out. But maybe you're right.
You are talking it out.
I am no father, and you're no son, and this fight is all we have left.
I know they care about each other. They're both messed up about the death. The death's not bad.
Hachidan Karitsu, it's illegal. That's why I never won. You were cheating.
Damn it, Will! You were barely out of diapers when she died. You hardly knew her.
They're arguing over who misses her more.
I can talk to a whole room full of admirals about anything in the galaxy, but I can't talk to you about how I feel.
How do you feel?
I love you, son.
Oh, he's proud of you.
I'm glad you came.
Okay. See, this fight was useful. It's not the end, right? Did he make a decision?
Number one.
Captain,
He'll stay.
your permission. I've decided to stay on board the Enterprise.
Yes.
Granted.
Thank you, sir.
Where he belongs.
Any particular reason for this change of heart?
Motivated self-interest. Right now, the best place for me to be is here.
Engage.
Okay guys, that was season 2, episode 14. I always want to know more background about all the characters, so in this one we definitely got some Riker info and some Worf info. I think I enjoyed the Worf subplot the most. I really think he's such a cool character, and he gives me some of the biggest laughs on the show, but he really is kind of a sad figure when you think about it. I mean, he's very lonely. He must feel sometimes like that inner conflict. He's living among what the Klingons would consider to be like the weak humans, right? And that's like the source of ultimate pride for a Klingon, is to be like a strong warrior. So I wonder how much, inner conflict he has about that, about feeling like a failure as a Klingon or as like a weak Klingon, and the ultimate stab at his pride. But then, I mean, he's part of the Federation. That was a choice that he made. I'm sure he could have gone back to the Klingon world if he wanted to, but he chooses to be here, and I think he does care about his crew. I mean, the prospect of Riker leaving, Worf immediately went and seemed to me like he was worried about him and wanted to go with him and be security because he was worried about him. So, I mean, I do think he cares about the crew and he wants to be a part of it. He was raised by humans, right? So I feel like he must have a part of him that feels human-like in some ways. I just think he's such an interesting character, and I do hope we get to see more of him, more of his backstory. I just feel like he's a complex character, and there's a lot we can do with him. I'm excited to see more of him in the future, I hope. And so the Riker plot, it was cool to see his dad. I didn't know that his dad and Pulaski had a little thing going. He had some nice scenes with Troy. I think they have really good chemistry. And he had some nice scenes with Picard as well. I feel like Picard was really happy for him, but then in the end, he obviously was very happy that he was going to stay as well. It's best for me watching the show because I want him and Picard together. Picard Captain, Riker #1. And I like the idea that in the future, far, far future, when Picard is ready to retire, Riker would be taking over as captain of the Enterprise. That feels right to me. So that's what I believe will happen. And Riker also knows that that is the right thing, the right way to become a captain, I think, for him. He should be captain of the Enterprise. That's the ultimate goal that he wants, I think. That's the big fish. He wants it. And we are over halfway through season 2 now, so I feel like the episodes are starting to ramp up in quality, and I'm excited. I'm especially excited to get on to season 3. We'll be there before you know it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.